Welcome everyone, it's Angela with Mystic Moon, bringing you guys a reading today on your soul connection. So I do tend to channel for those that are experiencing challenges or even in a separation. So just keep that in mind and always just take what resonates for you and get rid of anything that doesn't. So we're going to be using like a theme, you versus them. So we have these two beautiful Orgonites to represent the masculine and feminine energy in your connection. So all the decks I'll be using are created by myself and will be listed down below. So let's go ahead and get started and see what is going on in your soul connection this week. So let's see where your person is currently at this present time and their thoughts and their heart space towards you in this connection. So we're going to go ahead and focus on the masculine energy right now. What is this masculine currently thinking? And I'm going to, of course, always do my readings from the feminine's perspective. Reason why is because most feminines are watching my readings. And when I say feminine, I do tend to say her or she, and masculine, he or him. It's just the way that I channel you guys. So just apply the energies how they resonate for your situation. So where is this masculine currently at? We're going to go ahead and go into my Divine Masculine Revelations deck, and we're going to go ahead and pair it up with the Earth and Sky Oracle and the Twin Flame Journey Tarot. Okay, so that's what we're going to use. Where is this masculine currently at towards this feminine in his head and his heart space? Where's this masculine currently at in his headspace towards this feminine this week? Okay, so we have karma. So there could be some sort of karmic cycle that he is currently in at this time. And it could even be that there was something that went down between this masculine and feminine, something that he could have done. We're not blaming or villainizing a masculine here, but this is just what's coming through. So this masculine is finally feeling some sort of consequences from the actions, whether it was word or actual actions that he made in his life, could be towards the feminine or just in general. But whatever is happening here, he is feeling something. So let's go ahead and get some connected energies to this. Okay, what are the connected energies to this? Karma. What is this karma that this masculine is currently feeling towards his feminine? Ooh, we have the rooster. Now, some of the masculines in Chinese astrology could be a rooster, but it says talkative and outspoken. So this has probably something to do with maybe something the masculine said to the feminine, or maybe something he said to someone else. I'm picking that up as well. This is someone who is amusing. So somebody that was having a good time, very popular, very attractive and striking. So this masculine, I feel, is probably very attractive and striking, but he sees the feminine as well as very attractive and striking. So it's not a strike to her ego, whatever this masculine said or did. Okay, it's not that. We also have annoying and cocky. So I feel like this masculine could have just been very cocky at this time that he said or did something, and it just created a lot of strife in this connection with the feminine. Okay, so let's go ahead and get a tarot card on this. What is the tarot energy here for this masculine towards feminine? Ooh, Four of Pentacles. Okay, guys, so if masculine, if this person who you're watching the reading for did something, okay? Did something, said something that was not on the up and up. This really doesn't have anything to do with you. This has everything to do with his own mindset. This own scarcity mindset. People do things. They hurt people. They scared. They do things because either they are afraid, so there is fear there, or there's a lack mentality. Okay, there is something that is lacking within them. So I'm hoping that whoever's watching this video this week is really understanding that maybe this masculine's issues and his own traumas have more to do with him than they have to do with this actual feminine, all right? And if the feminine is blaming herself or feeling crappy because of something that this masculine did, I'm getting here you really need to pull out of that energy, pull out of that mindset, because all that mindset is doing is it's actually making you feel small. And this is not your issue, feminine. This is masculine's issue to work through, okay? So he is needing to feel consequence. Now, it's not about it's not about purposely punishing people, but people do need to feel consequences for their actions. So if that means that somebody loses the ability to talk to us or to just dial us up whenever they feel like it, or maybe we're just not going to be there next time they just, want us to, those are consequences for people's shitty actions. And so this is about being strong, feminine. This is about you being in your integrity. This is about you being in your power. So, this masculine may be very attractive. This masculine may be very attracted to you, and he, let's just say, dials you up or calls you or, wants to connect after doing something crappy. But if you just go running back and there are no consequences, then no one's really learning anything. So I don't know who that's for this week, but feminine, really try to, just focus on yourself and focus on being an empowering feminine rather than a feminine that's in a fear, rather a feminine that's dependent on this masculine for happiness or just for a sense of self. When we allow someone else that kind of power over us, we can really become very broken. Okay. So masculine needs to learn something here from feminine, and it means you can't say these things and treat me like this with zero consequences. There has to be consequences for your actions. All right. So if you are in a separation or challenge because of something that went down, stay in your power, divine feminine. It's not about you are, punishing masculine, or you are, it's not that negative that some people will say, well, that's low vibrational, Angela. That's shadow. No, that's common sense and decency when navigating relationships with people. You don't just let people say or do whatever they want without standing up for yourself or without some sort of conversation as to, I didn't appreciate that. Okay, so that's the kind of energy I'm talking about here. It's about self-respect. It's about knowing that you're worth more than whatever has gone on here. And also realizing that whatever people say or do, it really isn't actually about you. It's about them. But that doesn't make it okay either. So it's about finding your strength this week, feminine, okay? Holding your strength, stepping back into your power and saying, this is not about me. This is not about me. This is about something else. So I'm just going to be over here doing my thing. And when you want to, kind of pull your head out of your ass or whatever's going on here, then, maybe I'll be here. Maybe. We'll see. So that is the energy I'm getting for some of you guys. So let's see where the feminine is at this week when it comes to the connection with this masculine. Where is her energy at this present time? We're going to go ahead and go into my Divine Feminine Healing deck for this. Where is the Divine Feminine at this week when it comes to this masculine? I love this because this is very much this feminine being in a sense of empowerment. I have faith that the universe is guiding me towards what is best for me. And when we're in that energy, we realize that everything that's happening to us is happening to us either for a reason, and that the universe and spirit is going to push us ultimately what is for our highest good. We're not fighting anything. We're not trying to make anything happen. We're literally just letting go, and whatever flow that direction happens to go is what's meant for us. Whoever shows up or doesn't show up, that's just something that's meant to be. That's an outcome that's meant to be. Now, it doesn't mean that we just sit back and we have no power and we let the universe just do whatever. No, we're co-creating, but we're not fighting against the inevitable. We're not trying to make people see things. We're not trying to make anything happen. We're just being ourselves. And by being a very empowered version of ourselves, people are either going to level up or they're going to fall the hell out. And that's just really that empowering vibe I'm getting for feminine this week, okay? So let's go ahead and see what else is connected to this for feminine. Okay, before we go any further, this feminine also wants to support the masculine, but there is a real fine line between unconditional love versus being an enabler, okay? So there's some kind of a middle ground here, and it's finding that balance. Loving someone, but also loving yourself, okay? No one said that spirituality, if I can even say the frickin' word, means that we are just saying everything is okay that happens to me, as far as, this person is treating me like crap, but I'm a love and light being, so I have to just be okay with everything. No, that is severely imbalanced. That's severely imbalanced energy that's going to end. You're going to end up in a real bad spot, a real negative spot if you go through your life that way. And you know what? If there's some kind of vibration with what I'm saying here that's not resonating with you, that's totally fine. It's not about me being right and other people being wrong. It's just that that nice balance of both shadow and light, both ego and heart, is necessary to navigate life. It's necessary to navigate relationships with people, whether they be romantic, whether they be with coworkers, your family members, or friends. You need that balance to be able to navigate. You absolutely do. And so you are going to learn from trial and error. You're going to learn by making a lot of mistakes. Holy cow, I thought that I was done. It seems that I'll never be done. I will never be done learning from my mistakes and making them as well. But the thing is, each day it presents a new, just a different frame of mind, a different set of wisdom. Just each day, you just never know what you're going to be presented with. But the same thing goes with this connection. You really don't know what you're going to be, I guess, feeling from one day to the next. So the more balanced you are, the more that, or the less effect it's going to have on creating a complete emotional crash for you if something doesn't go the way that you had hoped or expected. Okay. So when we're just completely not even supporting ourselves, and we have all of our effort and all of our energy and all of our expectations into another person, if something is to happen with that situation, the ground just literally falls out from under us and we are in a freaking puddle. We are in a mess. So that's why it's very important, Divine Feminine, that there's learning the difference between, loving someone unconditionally and being in that heart space with them, but also being in that supportive energy with yourself, and knowing that not everything that everyone does, it has to be okay. It doesn't have to be okay. You can have boundaries. You can say, yeah, you know what? No, that doesn't work for me. That actually doesn't match with me. That doesn't jive with me. You can say no and still be a good person. You can still love someone and say, yeah, no, that's not going to work for me. That's still sometimes the most loving thing that you can do to someone is say no. Right? It's kind of like children. We can just give children everything that they want. We have to be structured with them. We have to be structured, and they have to learn something about earning something and respecting something. It's the same thing in these connections, you guys. So I'm sorry I'm being so long-winded, but these are the messages that are coming to me right now. So I just have to get them out. But now we have the energy of Pisces coming up, which is a very repetitive energy that comes up in my readings. So a lot of my viewers may be Pisces or dealing with Pisces, but it does say Pisces, which is the dates 219 to 320. So that could be significant for some of you guys. We also have talented and artistic, deep awareness, or money and finances. So feminine, what I'm getting here is that you feel a very deep connection to this masculine. You absolutely do. But I'm also getting too that whatever has happened with this masculine has become in a way a muse for you. You have really tapped into your talents, your spiritual gifts, your creative things that you love to do. You might even be turning a profit now off of these things, or that's the direction that you want to go in. So if something is happening right now with this masculine where there is this, karmic cycle, okay, there could even be a karmic partner involved here as well, or where this masculine may not be able to let go of something or to absorb the lesson, I'm getting here in the meantime, learn to support yourself. Learn to show up for you. Learn to do what you came here to do. And whether you're with him or not, it's not going to make a difference. This is your life to live to. Make the best of it. I love that. Okay, so what else do we need to know? Oh, see, this is a higher assignment, okay? This is spiritual advisement, the Hierophant's energy. Hierophant is connected to the sign of Taurus. But let me tell you guys, when the Hierophant shows up, especially when we're talking about soul connections with other people, there's definitely some sort of a higher purpose here. There's a higher purpose for the divine feminine. There's something higher. There's an education. There is a higher learning here. There is a very ascended lesson here, or a lesson for spiritual ascension here. Okay. This is something that is very important for your soul development and growth. Now, it doesn't mean that you will only get this knowledge through this connection, but there is something in this connection that has to teach you something major about you. So there's a reason that you feel connected to it. There's a reason that you want to connect with this masculine. There's a reason that you want to continue to invest in this connection. And there's nothing wrong with that, but don't forget to invest in yourself too. Remember, guys, balance. You see these two fish? Sure, you guys are these two fish that are swimming in this pond together. But it's not the only thing that matters in this life. You matter too, feminine. That is what I'm getting from this reading, okay? So don't forget to, continue to do your thing, continue to work on your money, your finances, to continue to figure out who you are, what you want to do in this life, etc., how you want to build your life. And the Hierophant is also about commitment, you guys. Make a commitment to yourself. It's almost like recommit to yourself. If this masculine cannot commit to you right now, commit to yourself that you are going to level up, that you're going to do certain things that you've always wanted to do. You're either going to go back to school, or you're going to take that class, or you're going to put yourself out there. You're going to do this, you're going to do that. There's some things here for you to commit to. So it's like, if you can't love the one that you want to be with, then love the people that you're with, which includes yourself. There you go. I love it. So that is where the vibration is currently at, where masculine is at versus feminine. And it's not to say that, the masculine is all negative. It's just that he's got some karmic cycles here that he's trying to break free from, lessons that he needs to learn. He could very much be a little bit more in that ego, that negative ego part of himself, where he's just not quite grasping or able to let go of certain things right now. But we do have feminine, who is going with the flow with the fish. She's very much using the energies around her, the spiritual experience, to really expand and ascend to the next level. She has lots of support from spirit and those that love her. And it just looks really, really nice. Okay. So let's now take a look and see what is the connection this week. What is the purpose of this connection? What are both masculine and feminine gaining from this connective energy that exists between both of them? What are they both gaining? Let's take a look at that. All right, so this is my Depths of the Sea Oracle. What are both masculine and feminine gaining from this connection? We have hand invitation. I love that. This is definitely something that is inviting both of them to partake in something deep, something spiritual, something amazing, something magical. So to me, this is both masculine and feminine. When they came together and they met, there was an invitation to something extraordinary. Okay, there's something just to experience that is out of this world. Here it is. And we have bottle confessions. I also am getting here that when this feminine and masculine came together, whatever was bottled up inside of them, whatever maybe they were not able to express to other partners or other people, this connection really gave them both an opportunity to just be completely raw and completely honest. But let me tell you guys, there is a downside to that as well, especially if you have not faced your shadow self and your traumas and your issues. Because the thing is, when you start confessing or you start sharing things that are very intimate, you can become very, very triggered and see that person as a source of, oh my gosh, this person knows all of my darkness, they know all my demons. And then you start to have this kind of feeling inside of you where you want to run away from that person. Okay, so some of you guys could have experienced that, where this was really like this open invitation to come in and partake with something magical and something deep and mystical. And then you had someone running away once they came in. They were running away at the same time. So there's something very deep here. There is an opportunity to go really, really deep. And I'm getting here that scared the shit out of somebody. And that might be why someone ran away here, okay? If that happened. Yeah, so we have island, estrangement. So this masculine and feminine could now be estranged from one another. It could be also too, like there's a lot of distance between the two of you. You guys live in different places in the world. So there's a lot of that distance where we feel very estranged from this person that at one time we felt so deeply connected to. Like, how can this be? Why would spirit bring me this opportunity to connect with another human being in this way just for something to go down? And now we're so estranged. Why? What was the purpose? What was the reason? Okay. So what I'm getting here from this week for you guys, if you're resonating with this, is that this was meant to help bring something out of you. So there, of course, could be like a spiritual awakening. There could be a triggering of traumas that were buried, that were stuffed down, lying dormant. And so this person came in, or you came into their life, and then wow, pow, it's like drudging up all of this stuff, drudging up all of these demons, drudging up all of this trauma, or all of these feelings that someone is not quite comfortable with. So what happens? People run away. That's what's happened here. But we have energy exchange. I mean, mermaid, wow. A beautiful exchange that was experienced with both people. I'm getting goosebumps, so that is a confirmation that both people felt this exchange and the energy, okay? There is no other energy I don't see on the planet that is like this energy. Now, that doesn't mean that we will never be happy or that we will never experience magic with other people ever again. That's not what it means, but there will be nothing quite like this energy exchange, not for your person and not for you. And there's a reason for it, because this particular touch, this particular exchange of energy, you may not have had to be physical with this person, but the exchange could just be conversation or a look or whatever. That was enough to activate these things. This was enough to activate the soul in this specific way for these particular lessons. So no one is like you, and this person, no one else is like them. So it's an equal deal here. An equal deal. And we have navigation tools submarine. So what did this give you guys? It provided tools. It provided tools on how you're going to now move forward with your lives. So you have had some sort of profound impact on your person, just like they've had a profound impact on you. And even though you guys might not be speaking or in challenge, not seeing each other at this present time, you guys are still taking the tools with you as you navigate forward on your journeys. And you guys remember the connection. Your soul remembers it. Your soul still connects to it. You could be having conversations telepathically with this person. You could still be exchanging energies with them, of course, in the physical, because not everybody might be in a separation. But there's something that happens, though, when you connect or plug into this individual and they plug into you. It's very magical. And we have introspection hammock. I feel like this is also saying here that when you guys have downtime or when you guys are sleeping, you guys are definitely connecting in some other realm. Okay, so the astral plane, some 5D level stuff here. And we also have transparency. There is a level of rawness in this connection that makes people very, very triggered. And we also have sting. So as beautiful as a jellyfish is, I mean, seriously, when I see these things at like an aquarium, and then of course they have that black light on them, as you can see in this photo here, oh my God. And the way that they move, it is such a beautiful creature, but damn, do they sting. So something so beautiful, how could something so beautiful be so freaking painful? That's it. That's it. So it's almost like you will not know this kind of energy if you don't know this kind of pain. It's like it's better to have loved and lost than to never have loved at all. So there's quite an experience here that you've had. And it might not all make sense to you right now, but I'm getting here as you continue to navigate through your life, it is going to make sense. It is going to provide some sort of wisdom. It's going to provide you some sort of tools in your life. So it's very important that you and this person came together and met. And whether or not you guys, end up together in the physical world, or if this, all kind of comes to a nice conclusion, I'm getting here, it doesn't necessarily even matter at this point, because you've been touched by magic. You've been touched by something extraordinary. Celebrate that. Use that. Plug into that energy, especially my divine feminines who are watching this video, and use that to support you on your journey of ascension and finding who you are and living out your mission and your purpose. Use this energy. It doesn't matter where this person is at right now. It doesn't matter where they're stuck. You, however, are not. You can take this and you can continue to swim like the beautiful mermaid, divine feminine that you are, and take everything with you and let it bless you. That's what I'm seeing here. Let it bless you. Okay? And maybe at some point, this energy will touch this person and affect them and bless them in the same way that it's blessed you, okay? They might just be hardened to it right now. And that's okay, because everybody is usually, on different time frames or different wavelengths. It doesn't always match up forever, But I feel like when you and this person came together, though, there was just this flash, very magical for both of you. But I feel like someone fell away or faded out of that because of the traumas and the triggers. It was just too much. So why don't we see what that karmic cycle is looking like for your individual, okay? Let's see what that masculine cycle is right now for this masculine. What's going on with this masculine in this karmic cycle? The consequences of the action. What is this energy that he is in? This right here is the abstract oracle deck that I created with my daughter. And we're going to use the Dark Night of the Soul Tarot. What is the main energy? Ooh, interesting. We have desperate, temptations, fears, and easy way out. Okay, so it's very, very difficult, you guys, to face shadow. It's not fun. It really isn't. I mean, there are some people out there that are not afraid of the darkness. They actually embrace it. They're more of a shadowy type of an individual. I happen to be one of those people, which is why I really like to work with this energy. It's like I'm up for the frickin' challenge. But sometimes if you're not careful, it can take you down as well. As if you guys have been with me for a long time, I've definitely battled that for sure. Trying to stay balanced in both dark and light. But this energy here, I feel like this masculine might be desperate, or he's making decisions based out of desperation. There could be a codependency here. It could be that he's taking the easy way out, which is to just stay stuck or to stay with someone that he doesn't care about or love, or just basically stay in a dead-end situation because it's just easier. It's easier to just do this than it is to actually fix my circumstances. That's what I'm seeing here with this masculine. All right, let's go ahead and get some messages from the tarot. What does this energy look like? We have a Ten of Swords. I am getting here, it is easier to just stay in a shitty situation with someone else, if that's the story, or a dead-end situation, rather than get out of it, Ten of Swords. But I'm also getting here that this masculine desperately cut things out with you because it was a desperate attempt to cut things quickly out, and he may have hurt you in the process, divine feminine. That's what I'm seeing here. Okay? Doesn't make it okay that he did this. It doesn't make it okay that he may stabbed you in the back or that he hurt you significantly with the things that he said or did. But what I'm getting here is that this was a desperate attempt. This was an action or a decision made out of desperation. Okay? It wasn't really personal, actually. But again, we're not making it okay. We're just explaining this energy. Okay? So that's the consequence. The consequence of this desperate measure that was based out of fear. He may have cut you out of his life. He may have stabbed you in the back. And now there could be this separation where now you guys are both estranged, not speaking. He doesn't know where you're at, divine feminine, or he feels too much guilt and too much shame to face you, to either say he's sorry or to make these wrongs right. So that could be going on now too. That's the cycle that masculine is stuck in. Guys, that's the Seven of Swords, counterfeit. Seven of Swords is usually the card of the liar, the card of the cheater, the counterfeit person, someone that wasn't being real, but they weren't being real with themselves. So if you're not being real with yourself, then you're not going to be real or honest with other people. The Seven of Swords is also an indication of running away from something. We can't face something, we're hiding. I do feel like this masculine actually hides out of fear. So Divine Feminine, if you have not seen this masculine or spoke to this masculine, or he has not apologized for what has gone down here, it is really fear that is stopping him from apologizing or trying to clear up this cycle. So it's easier to just stay submerged. It's easier to kind of put your head in the sand, Three of Pentacles, rather than coming together and trying to work something out with you. That's what I'm seeing. I'm also getting too that some of these masculines are just putting themselves into work. They're throwing themselves desperately into work to try to kind of drive out thinking about something or dealing with something crappy in their lives. So that is the cycle that masculine is stuck in, whether it's connected to you or another situation. It doesn't matter. This is a desperate attempt to try to forget about something and stuff it down once again. But guess what? That's the easy thing to do. And the easy thing usually ends up being harder later on. So this masculine will have to face this. This masculine will eventually come up for air. And when he comes up for air, he's gonna have to deal with something, you guys. He's gonna have to deal with something. So that is what we have. So let's go ahead and get the deep, heartfelt messages that masculine has for feminine. Things that he keeps hidden deep down into his soul that he wants to express to this feminine today. So we're going to go into my Divine Masculine Revelations again. Things that he wants to communicate, things that he wants to say. These are my charm cards. We have strategy. And really, you guys, that Seven of Swords is also a card of strategy. It's a strategic position. You want to make sure that you're not vulnerable. You want to make sure that you're not exposed, okay? Ooh, one of the cats is hissing. I don't know why. Oh, my God, you guys. Okay, so first of all, we've only pulled 2 cards from this deck, and both of them indicate karma. Look, karma's a bitch. I finally got mine. With what I did to you, Seven of Swords energy, the way that I handled myself, I finally got mine, baby. So some of these masculines have not told you this. Some of these masculines, you might not even know that they got their karma or they got their ass handed to them, but they did. They did. Somebody could have made a move on them and hurt them in a way that they hurt you. Sometimes that's how karma works. Sometimes it doesn't. But karma did not skip over this masculine. It didn't happen. It didn't happen. And we have butterfly development. Butterfly is also about transformation. Okay? Butterfly is about transformation. I don't know if I'm cut out for this. I don't know if I'm cut out to take things to the next stage. I don't know that I can change. I don't know if I can come out of hiding. I don't know if I'm cut out to apologize to you. I don't know if I am cut out to basically admit that I was wrong. So this masculine holds a lot. He holds a lot of energy, okay? Now, I believe that is the queen of in chess, the pieces. That is the queen. Okay, the queen is the most important piece in the in chess. You know, so the queen is standing there. The queen is in that very upheld position. This masculine knows that he hurt his queen. This masculine knows that she did not deserve what happened. Okay? And so I do feel that this masculine is not sure that he can face this queen. All right? He feels very small connected to this queen. He may have also made this feminine feel very small at one time, but usually people that try to make other people feel small is because they are small themselves. So there was some sort of projection here is what I'm seeing as well. So as this masculine's life has gone on and developed, I feel like he is having to face himself, and he's having to face his insecurities. He's having to face his issues with being small or feeling small. All right. So, I mean, this is some deep, deep stuff here. Deep stuff. Oh, God, there it is. Childhood. It's not to blame everything on childhood. It's very easy to do that. But, it's kind of a fact. What we experience, from our youth all the way till now, it can have a huge impact. And, psychologically, especially if there were hard times or abuse or neglect, I mean, that can really, really have a very catastrophic impact on a child, or just the development of these wounds, especially if they are not addressed, especially if they're not healed. There's a lot of traumas that can just be held throughout a lifetime. So I do feel like this masculine did not get the proper soothing, did not get the proper just attention or something in the childhood. There's a neglect here, or it's just not honoring the inner child. Something did not get honored here. And because of this, and again, this is not an excuse, this may be why the masculine feels so small. You feel like home to me, safe. I just feel like when it comes to this masculine's childhood home, there was a lack of safety. And I feel that when this masculine came together with this feminine, there was this safety that he felt in her embrace. There was this temporary safety that he felt in her embrace. But it didn't last. Because the thing is, as we know, no one can save us. No one can save us. We have to do the healing. We have to do that healing. So the feminine became a temporary band-aid for this masculine. But because he didn't do the work and it didn't really come from within, he may have cast this feminine out. That's some of your guys' story, okay? Clown. Yeah, immaturity. This masculine was very immature. I do also feel like this masculine did not develop properly from his childhood. Development, childhood. I mean, we can see all of the words playing off of each other here. So it created this immaturity. It created this masculine to act like a clown. It's all coming together. A cocky little clown. Yeah. Talked a good game. Talked a big game. But deep down inside, masculine felt small. It says, telepathy, you are never far from my mind. And I kind of got that already here, that this masculine is, in a way, because he cannot maybe come towards the feminine in the real world, he chooses to have a mental conversation with her, to apologize to her instead. So it's like telepathically, he's communicating to feminine just how immature he was, just how sorry he is that he treated her like she wasn't enough. Almost apologizing for treating her like she wasn't a queen. Apologizing for making her feel small, when really it was actually the opposite. Masculine felt small, so he made feminine feel small. I have no idea who this is for, you guys, but we're going to get one last message. I do feel like this masculine probably told the feminine that she was an angel, that she was a savior to him, that she was saving him from himself. But again, it was short-lived. And this could have really built the feminine up. She could have felt very high from this. She could have felt very important in this masculine's life. And that's why when he treated her as such, as in he discarded her, hurt her in some sort of way, she really fell from grace, or felt like she fell from grace. He really lifted her up. He really made her feel like she was special. She felt very important in his life. So when he treated her a certain way, that all came crumbling down. And it could have created a lot of wounds for this feminine, okay? So the treatment did not match up with the words. It didn't match up with the words, and this really created a lot of hurt for feminine. She didn't understand. She didn't understand how he could crave her so much, how he could say all of these wonderful things to her, and then how he could turn around and act the way that he did. So it's this craving. The thought of you still does things to me. This masculine still thinks of this feminine. He actually still thinks very highly of this feminine. He still very much, thinks about her and desires her. He really desires to talk to her, to be with her, to have her in his life. But he might feel too small and too ashamed to admit it and to make it happen. Wow. Well, guys, that's what I have for you this week from this masculine, okay? So these, the karma, the consequences for these actions, that masculine is not able to have feminine in his life because he is too afraid to do something. The karma that he has been dealt has been a bitch, for sure. It absolutely has been a bitch of an energy, but he's got to deal with it. Those are the consequences. Remember, actions have consequences. And if feminine, you have pulled yourself away from this masculine, I do feel that that is serving a purpose for him. It is actually serving the karma and the justice that does need to be served here. And it's not about punishment. It's just about you respecting yourself and realizing that, you know what? I deserve this apology. And if this masculine cannot level up to make these wrongs right, then you know what? Maybe I'm better off. There are some of you guys that I feel are kind of getting to that point, and that is okay. That is an okay point. Everybody is different on this journey, okay? There are no judgments here. There are no judgments where you guys are at on your journeys. And that's why I like to do a variety of different topics every single week, because there's a lot of people that are dealing with, just different kinds of things. Like, there's connections that are in love and light and this, like really mystical, magical, angelic vibration. And then there's others that are in this karmic type of vibration. There's others that are experiencing a lot of pain and trauma. There are other people that are just still holding space and are in a really great spot. So not every single reading that I post every week, you guys, is going to resonate with you. So just always remember that, okay? So now what we're going to do is we're going to focus on some forward movement energy, okay? What is some forward movement energy? What is some energy that might present itself in the connection this week? What are some things that might pop up for this connection? We're going to go into my Treasure Trove Tarot here. What does the Treasure Trove Tarot want to tell us in regards to possible upcoming energy here for this connection this week? Well, I really like this because this is connected to Saturn and it's connected to karma and cycles. I do feel like there is something that is happening in the world. And I kind of like this because it does show a crown, and a lot of energy came up for a queen. The feminine and this energy, you can really crown yourself this week, feminines, because you have finally reached a conclusion. I do feel like a lot of you guys have finally reached a conclusion for yourself, and it might be different for everyone. But whatever that conclusion is, whatever power you have taken back, whatever you're feeling really good about this week, crown yourself. Honor yourself. You have reached this destination for a reason. You are now ready to open up a new door in your life. You're now ready to start a new fresh cycle, okay? And when we do that energetically, it's amazing how sometimes that can break old patterns and cycles and paradigms in our lives. And sometimes people that are connected to those energies, that can have a positive impact on them as well, okay? So there could be some movement here. Oh my gosh, I love this so much. The Magician, yes. This is about knowing you're powerful. This is about attracting to you what it is that you desire. This is about actually materializing things, like things that are materializing. You have been, focusing on something, you have been working on something, and now it's starting to materialize in your life. It's showing up in your physical world. It's not just about your dreams, it's about reality. Your desires are within reach. Things are starting to happen. You're starting to see things, magical things taking place in your lives. This, of course, can indicate something magical happening in this connection as well. Maybe something transpires this week. Maybe we get an intuitive hit. We reach a conclusion. Whatever this is, it is forward momentum here. And the Three of Wands, the payoff is here, Whatever's on the horizon, it's within reach. We can see it now. We can see something developing. We can see something that is out there, something that is meant for us, something that is going to be happening, something that we deserve. There's a payoff here. There's a reward for all of our hard work and dedication, all of this healing, all of these things that we've been working on here. So something is on the horizon. Something is coming in, okay? Something is coming in for you guys this week. And it's based on the energy and all the work that you've done from this connection. And we have the Four of Swords. The Four of Swords here is about withdrawal. It's also about healing. It's sleeping on any kind of energy, any kind of frustration that you feel. You're sleeping on it. You're taking a time out. I feel like this has actually created some sort of payoff here. So a separation, taking time to focus on yourself, pulling away from things that aren't really serving. This is all paying off. You're seeing something materialize this week from all of your hard work and effort. Yep, look at you. You're in your power. You've stepped into your power. You have shifted back into your strength. You are the Leo, the king of the jungle, the lion. You are leading. You are flexing your strength. You are owning your power. And other people are going to frickin' recognize it, okay? So you're not dimming your light, feminine, to fit in anywhere. People are brightening their light to stand next to you. That's what you're attracting. So whether it is this person or someone new, that is what you get to experience moving forward. People that want to stand next to your side. People that are strong enough to want to be with you. That's it. So continue in that vibe, feminines. And I'm seeing that you can't go wrong in that energy. So anyways, you guys, that's what I have for you this week. It's going to be different every week, but that's what I have. And I hope that you guys enjoyed it and that it resonated, or at least some portion of it did. And I just want to thank you guys for all of your continued support. Every single week that I ask you guys this, to give a thumbs up to the video, maybe put a heart or just say something in the comment section. It really helps the videos, and it also helps my channel to continue to grow. So I just want to say thanks again to everyone that has been participating in doing that, and anybody new, of course, that wants to do that. So thanks again, you guys. I hope you have an incredible day. Take care. Bye-bye.